welcome everybody. My name is Miss Anne.
Hi, I'm Miss Etty.
And we're here together to present our Books and Bites Family Virtual Book Club. So everybody that has picked up a kit from the library, or even if you haven't, you know that our theme for today is superheroes. So we're going to be talking all about the different ways that you can be a superhero.
That's why I'm wearing my Reading Gives You Superpowers cape. Kind of hard to see, but
that is so awesome.
Sort of.
I've got a spoiler as to who my favorite superhero is, which is a question later in my background, but I will not say it yet because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
No spoilers, for sure.
But if you can tell, you might already know. Oh, we've got to start with some icebreaker. We've got to start with some questions related to superheroes, right?
Yeah. If you had to choose between Batman or Superman, you can only choose between the two of them maybe, who would you pick?
Oh my gosh, this is a really hard one.
It is a really hard question. They're very different in a lot of ways. So like, are you a self-made superhero or are you like born with superpowers?
I know. I like that Batman is very smart and Batman is very creative and he comes up with his own inventions because he doesn't have powers because he is a self-made superhero. So I really like how smart Batman is. Not that Superman isn't smart, but I really like how Batman is so creative.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
It is. I like how Superman is sort of an immigrant story and him finding his place, and also like that is his superpower and that he comes to his community and makes it better. So you don't have to choose. This is just sort of an icebreaker.
We could pick both. And I really like how Superman's creators are both immigrants too. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's very interconnected.
Should we do our next question? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, powers.
Invisibility or flying, which would you choose? Or a different superpower? We don't want to limit you. If there's a different power, what would you want?
I mean, these are two of the biggies. I feel like this and super strength, I feel, is the number one answer, right? One of these or super strength. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Flying would be good. Flying would be good because I do like that could take me to places that I couldn't get normally.
Yeah. I feel like invisibility is just like, I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't want it. What if I was uninvisible?
That would be so scary. What if that did happen? Or what if someone bumped into you or stepped into you or something because they couldn't see where you were?
Exactly.
Scary. I don't like the prospect of invisibility.
Let's just go with flying or other powers.
Or other.
Yes.
All right, we got another one, right?
Yes.
Oh man.
This is
really hard too.
Dogman or Petey? Like, I love the fact that like I have a sweet spot for Petey because I feel like he has this really awesome redemption story, but of course I love Dogman because he's always getting himself into trouble and like also has a really good heart. So it's hard to choose. You don't have to.
This is almost a question of dogs versus cats, which is the ultimate crazy hard question.
Agreed.
Because I just can't pick between dogs and cats. I'm gonna go with Dogman, and here's why. I really like that he made a full superhero alter ego for himself and has a costume and a name and a logo. He put a lot of work into it. So I'm gonna go Dogman.
I think he wins for sure.
I think most people would say Dogman.
They'd be right. So now a larger question, who is your favorite superhero? What superhero are you really into right now?
We don't even have to choose. We can just say whoever. Mine is Wonder Woman. Oh, no. It's messing up my virtual background. There we go. Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Virtual background is a hard deal, but I had to do it because I wanted to do a superhero themed one. Wonder Woman has been my favorite since I was little.
Yes. Right on. Oh my goodness. Definitely Teen Wonder Woman right here.
There are so many good ones though. There are a lot of good ones.
Yes. Oh my goodness. There's a superhero for everybody. You can find somebody you connect to in many, many superheroes, which is pretty awesome.
And not always someone with actual superpowers. Sometimes someone who is just a superhero because of what they do, not because of the special powers that they have.
Absolutely. We're going to get deep into that when we talk about our read aloud today. So we think about what does it mean to be your hero and how can we be a hero in our community. So today we're going to read Yasmin the Superhero, which is written by Saadia Faruqi and illustrated by Hatem Aly. And so we're going to read the story together and think about what does it mean to be a hero?
And this is an example of an I can read book. So it's a really short chapter book. It doesn't have very many words. It has little chapters, but it's not as long as what you would think of as a regular chapter book. So it's a really great one if you're just starting to read by yourself and you might still need a little bit of help. This is a good one to read together as a family. And it's a series, so there are lots of them.
So many Yasmin books.
All of the Yasmin books.
And there's some new ones coming out in January. So just keep an eye. You know we're going to be buying them. Or Miss Anne will be buying them.
I will. We have all of them. I will make sure we have them. So we get into it. I can already see Yasmin there. Super Yasmin, not regular Yasmin. Yasmin loved reading with Baba, and her favorite stories were about superheroes. Baba closed the book. I wish I was a superhero, Yasmin said. That's so true. I wish that sometimes about myself, too.
Yeah.
What do you like about superheroes? Baba asked. Yasmin thought. Well, they save people, she said. From what? Asked Mama. From evil villains, of course, Yasmin said. Mama laughed. Enough reading, she said. The weather is perfect. Why don't you go outside and play? She could play superhero outside. I bet that's what she's going to do. Yasmin skipped to Nana and Nani's room. I'm Super Yasmin, she announced. I'm going outside to defeat the evil villains. That sounds like very important work, Nani said. But every superhero needs a costume. That's so true. You've got to hide your true identity when you're a superhero. Nani took her dupatta and draped it over Yasmin's shoulders. Here is your cape. Nana brought out his old sleep mask and he cut 2 holes for Yasmin's eyes. Now you look just like a superhero, Nana said. Thanks, Yasmin waved. I'm off to save the world.
Chapter 2. Who needs help? Yasmin went outside. Lots of children were playing. Some rode bikes, some kicked a soccer ball. Yasmin searched everywhere. She couldn't see any evil villains. What was the point of being a superhero if there were no villains to defeat? Hello, Yasmin. It was Emma's mom. She was bringing her groceries in the car. Oops! The bag fell and the groceries rolled down the street. Yasmin ran and caught them all. Here you go, Mrs. Winters, she said. Oh, you saved the day, Yasmin, Mrs. Winters said. Thank you so much.
What a good helper.
Yasmin continued her search for villains. Maybe one was hiding behind this tree. Nope. Hey, Yasmin, Ali called from his front porch. This math problem is really hard. Can you help me? Yasmin figured out the answer in a jiffy. 475, she told him. You're so good at math, Yasmin, Ali said. Thanks a million. Yasmin waved and kept walking. She needed to find a villain.
Oh, chapter 3, a real hero. At the end of the street, a little girl was crying. Her ball was stuck on a roof. Yasmin looked around. A big stick lay on the ground. Oh my gosh, she knows just what to do. Don't worry, she told the little girl. This will do the trick. Oh, the girl was so happy to get her ball back. Thank you, she jumped up and down. You're welcome, said Yasmin. Where were all the villains, she wondered. Oh, she looks pretty disappointed. Yasmin went back home disappointed. Baba was waiting for her with a glass of cool lassi. Super Yasmin is back, Baba said. Not a superhero, Yasmin mumbled. I didn't find a single evil villain to defeat. She took a sip of her lassi and sighed. Baba hugged her close. I saw that you helped many people on our street today, he said. That's what real superheroes do. They do? Asked Yasmin. Oh, and she's thinking about all the things that she helped with.
What do you think she helped with? Can you point them out?
I remember that first she helped with picking up the groceries.
And she helped Ali with the math problem that was really hard.
Oh, yeah. And then she used the stick to get the ball off of the roof. So she helped 3 different people. Of course, said Baba. Evil villains are only in storybooks. In real life, superheroes are the ones who go out of their way to be kind and helpful. Yasmin gulped down her lassie. You're right, I did help, she exclaimed. I guess I am really super Yasmin. Baba laughed. Come inside now, he said. Even superheroes have to do their homework. That's so true. That's so true. We don't see a lot of little kid superheroes who still have homework. But if we did, they would be doing their homework. That's right.
It's an important job too.
It is. I love that the Yasmin books have all of these extra things in the back. All of them have it. They all have discussion questions and they all have Urdu glossaries so that if you don't speak that language, you can learn how to pronounce the words and what they mean, because in the book, they're mixed in with the English just like in real life. So if you don't know them, you can go to the back and check and then start reading again.
And what's really fun is there's a bunch of fun facts about Pakistan, and then there's also an activity you can do. And if you got one of our Storytime or our Books and Bites kits, then you can make your own paper bag superhero, or you can just use materials you have at home to make your own paper bag superhero, which is super fun.
All you need is just a regular brown paper bag and then just anything else that you have in your house. So markers or crayons. And if you have stickers, you can use those. If you have extra construction paper, you can use that. You can decorate your own superhero. There's the instructions for that up close. So if you need them.
And we're really lucky that the author of the Yasmin series, Saadia Faruqi, will be coming to our library virtually on October 28th. She has 2 new books for a little bit older kids. A Place at the Table, co-written with Laura Chauvin, and 1,000 Questions that just came out. But all are welcome to come and join us and meet Saadia and hear more about her process of creating books. Which is really fun. She actually came to the library in February and joined us back in the day, and it was such an amazing event, and we're so lucky to have her join us again. So I'm super excited.
I'm really excited. And you have the materials and the instructions for this craft too if you picked up one of our kits. But also, just like Massetti said about the superhero bag craft, this is something you can do with stuff that you already have at home. So one of the best ways to be a superhero, right, is taking care of yourself, because you can't help other people if you don't help yourself first. You have to make sure that you're taken care of so that you can take care of other people. So this is a fidget toy. So a lot of times, sometimes to calm ourselves down, we need something to play with, to move around in our hands. And we need a little bit of a weight sometimes to lay on our bellies or to lay on our laps while we're working, to just give us a sense of being grounded. So this is really cheap and really easy. All you do is you take a sock, a clean sock, or a glove. You can also tie a glove closed at the top, and then you fill it up with something like beans or rice, something that has weight to it, so that when it's done, it can be weighted. And then either you can sew it closed or glue it closed if you're able to do that, or you can just rubber band it closed. Just make sure that if you're making this craft with really little kiddos, that you either tie it closed really, really, really tight, or you glue it closed so that they can't open it up and put the insides in their mouth, because we don't want to be eating rice and beans uncooked. That's not going to taste good. So all you do is fill up your sock or your glove with the filler and then somehow seal it closed. And then when you move it around, if you're getting a little bit anxious or if you're just getting distracted, maybe you're doing your remote schooling, you can have this to play with a little bit and it doesn't make noise. So that's great. And another thing that we like to do when we're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or anxious is mindfulness. And I know that that is something that a lot of times we don't think that kiddos can do, right? But they definitely can. It really helps, even for grown-ups, to do something concrete, to have something in your mind instead of just thinking, okay, I want to stop being anxious. That's really hard. So you have to trick your brain, right, with something else, with an activity or a thought. So this is a really great mindfulness exercise from a nonfiction book, actually, that we have at the library. And first it walks you through how you might know that you need to take a moment to stop and to relax and be mindful. So you might be feeling like you're getting angry and you might be tense in your body, or your hands are balling up. You might be turning red a little bit on your face, or you might just feel like you really want to yell or fight or throw something. Or maybe you're not angry, maybe you're sad and you're feeling like you don't know what to do with the sad feelings. Or maybe you're feeling embarrassed, right? Maybe something happened with your friends or in class and you're feeling embarrassed. Or maybe sometimes you're feeling like you just can't concentrate, like you're trying to concentrate on something at school or on a book, and your brain is just moving in all different directions. Or maybe sometimes someone has said something that wasn't quite so nice and you don't know how to deal with how you're feeling about that. Or maybe you just find yourself kind of zoning out, like you just can't really pay attention to what's going on around you. And all of those types of situations are a great time to do this mindfulness exercise. And it's superhero themed, so we get to be superheroes while we're doing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand out flat with our thumb toward our face, right? Kind of like a fin, kind of like we're a shark, right? And then we're just going to move it from the top of our head down to our body as we breathe, right? Just slow, and you can do it as many times as you want. Just take you a moment to calm down and focus. And you can even add sound if you feel like this isn't working and you need a little something else. You can make a sound as you move down. So just and make a big breath out. And then anytime you're feeling overwhelmed like that, you can do your shark fin. You can do your shark fin superhero move, right? It's easy to remember. It's much harder when people tell you to calm down or people tell you to get a hold of yourself. Sometimes you don't know how to do that, right? So this is really great because you have something super concrete that you can do when you're feeling overwhelmed like that to take care of yourself.
That was super helpful. Thank you, Miss Anne. I feel calmer already.
Speaking of calm things, we do a type of mindfulness in bedtime story time every week, which is really great. We don't do the shark fin one because that's special for superheroes, but we do a breathing in and a breathing out. So we wanted to make sure to mention, especially since we have so many families, for Books and Bites Junior, to mention our bedtime story time. So we do storytelling and rhymes and songs, and we do our meditation at the very end so that you're all calm for bed. Oh, this is really exciting. This is a Miss Etty program.
So we're going to be moving from Books and Bites in all ages to Caldecott Club in November. So we've kind of arranged it to be like 1st through 8th grade, but families are certainly welcome to join us. That's the cool thing about our programs now is that we're visiting you in your home and your family can join our program. The Caldecott Club is a program where we look at amazing picture books and we determine which books we think are the best picture books of the entire year of 2020. So it's going to start in November and it will go through January. So I hope y'all will join us. It's going to be really fun. Miss Anne, can you tell us about this amazing activity that you have coming up?
Yeah, so this is another great one that's good. We have it officially for birth through 2nd grade, but anybody is welcome, just like in Caldecott Club, like Miss Etty mentioned. This is our celebration for Halloween time. So even if you're not celebrating Halloween, but you like a little bit of spooky, you like a little bit of spooky stories and games, you can join us. It's going to be the day before Halloween, so the Friday, October 30th, and it's going to be at nighttime so that we can have our grown-ups join us too from 6:30 to 7:30. We're going to play some games and read some stories. And if you do dress up for Halloween, you can wear your costume and tell us about it. But no pressure, you don't have to. I'm going to be wearing some spooky things, not a full costume, but some spooky things for this too.
Ooh, I'm excited to see that. I might need to come to this event. Oh my goodness. We hope that you enjoyed this really special Superheroes Themed Books and Bites Junior program. Whether you got a kit to use during this program or you came to the library, there's so many amazing grab and go kits we have available for you inside the library or in the Great Green Box that you can take and use with your families. And I hope that you'll share stories with us and join us for future programs. We'd love to see you. And please let us know what you thought about this program and what other kind of programs you'd like us to do.
Yeah, we always want to make sure that we're doing all the things that you need from us and want from us. And especially during this really weird time, we're hoping that we're providing you something that is bringing some joy and some comfort to your family.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you.